we are still working on our my five senses. I have my little notes up here that says sight, we see with our eyes. Smell, we smell with our noses. Taste, we taste with our mouths. Touch, we touch with our hands. And sound, we hear with our ears. Today we're going to concentrate on touch. I've got a really cute book that I want to read to you, but first we're going to go over our letter of the week. What letter is this? It's an H. The H says H. The H says H. Every letter makes a sound. The H says H. For happy and hippo. Can you think of some H words? Our number of the week is 13. Today's the day on Wednesdays we always bring our counting items. I want you to find 13 things and then count them for me. Maybe send me a video. I brought some 13 things myself today that I was going to count with you, but we're going to do it after we do a couple other things. 13. Shape of the week is trapezoid. The color of the week is red. Do you remember when our ostrich friend came yesterday? Brought all those red things? That was fun. Red. I wanted to also talk, well, we're going to do our counting, but also I brought some things that we're going to touch. I'm actually going to touch them because you're not here at my house today, but and we're going to talk about how they feel. I brought Petey. If I touch Petey, how does he feel? He feels squishy and soft. Ooh, yesterday we went on a walk and we found these pine cones. And yesterday I picked one up and I flicked it and it made a cool sound. But now I'm feeling it and it feels rough and bumpy. My Josh went turkey hunting and he got a turkey last year. I think it was last year. But I thought I would feel the feather. If I feel it this way, it feels really soft. But if I feel it this way, it feels kind of bumpy. Isn't that beautiful? This guy, I got him from one of my kids. It's actually a pen. My kids know I like things with, googly eyes and silly things. But I thought I would get this because this feels squishy to me. This is made out of rubber. It feels squishy and it kind of makes me laugh when I look at him because he's pretty funny looking. But squishy. Oh, I found this pom-pom down in my pom-pom box. It's got all these sparkly pieces. Kind of feels squishy, but also a little pokey to me. And then I found this large brown pom-pom. This doesn't feel pokey at all. This feels squishy and soft. I have one more thing. I found this ribbon downstairs. We used these to make some unicorns one day with their tails and the manes. But when I was feeling this side of the ribbon, it felt pretty smooth. But this side with the sparkly glitter feels kind of rough, kind of like sandpaper. But you can go around your house and feel different things. And you can describe how they feel. I brought my counting in this funny monster bag. Do you remember the number? 13. Let's count our items. 1. You could just 2, 3, 4. I think I'm going to do it in rows to see what we have the most of. 5, 6. Oh, that's littler. 7, 8. Oh, another cute one. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have 13 eggs. Which one do we have the most of? Do we have the most of the littlest, the medium-sized, or the large? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 medium ones, and only 1, 2, 3. So we have the most of both of these, and we have the least of the large ones. We can also group these into colors. Let's see what we have the most colors of. 1, 2, 3, blue. 1, 2, 3, green. 1, 2, 3, 4, pink. And 1, 2, 3, yellow. What do we have the least of? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We have the least of the blue, the green, and the yellow. And what do we have the most of? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have the most pink eggs. Can you guys send me a video of you guys counting your counting items? I want to see how good you're counting. And I want to see what you would have brought to show and tell today, or to counting today. All right, I'm going to read you a story about touch. This book is called Never Touch a Monster, and it's written by Rosie Greening and illustrated by Stuart Lynch. Never touch a monster. Do you see the bumpy things here? That's a cool book. Never touch a monster. You must never touch a monster who has smiled at you and waved. It may look warm and friendly, but it isn't well behaved. You must never touch a monster who has asked you round for tea. It wants to put you in a pot and eat you, probably. You must never touch a monster. It's a silly thing to do. Ignore it if it smiles and says, "Hello there, how are you?" You must never touch a monster. You should always hurry by. Just keep on walking past it and don't look it in the eye. And don't ever touch a monster who is hungry for its lunch. It might just see you coming and decide to take a munch. That's such a cute story. The nice thing is monsters aren't real. That's what I like to remember when I read stories about monsters. I will see you guys in the afternoon for Afternoon Circle. Bye. Hi guys, welcome back. I sure missed you. I hope you had a good lunch and that you're ready for Afternoon Circle. Take a peek at our calendar. Do you notice anything different? What could be different? It's a new month. It's April. Isn't that exciting? I love April. I see little ducks on here with umbrellas because in April, a lot of times it rains a lot. We'll see how that goes this month. But for now, we're going to sing our Days of the Week song. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. Days of the week. Days of the week. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. Today is April 1st, and it's Wednesday. April 1st is also called April Fool's Day. You can maybe do a trick on your parents today. That would be funny. I'm sure my kids are going to come up with something. Let's do our weather wheel. See what the weather's going to be like today. Go look out your window. Weather, weather, what is the weather? Is it raining? Is it snowing? Is it sunny? Is it blowing? What is the weather? Looks pretty cloudy to me. Maybe we'll put it on a little sunny and a little cloudy, because it looks a little bit of both. Today, we have our writing boards. Now, you guys don't have your writing boards at home, but if you do, you can go get them out. But otherwise, go get a piece of paper, maybe 3 pieces of paper, and a marker or a crayon, and then come back. You can turn this off for a moment and then come back and work on your letter of the week with me. I have my writing board. Does anybody remember the letter of the week? The letter of the week is H. Easy peasy. This one is so easy. The capital H, you start at the top, draw a line down. Then you start right next to it and make another line. And you just take up the line and go across, and that's a capital H. Lowercase h is also pretty easy. You draw one line down, then you start in the middle, and you just do a little loop like that. Now I'm going to erase my board. And I'm going to make a number 13. You can get a new sheet of paper and draw 13. Teen number always has a 1 in the front. And this one is kind of a loop-de-loop. So you're going to take your marker and you're going to go loop, loop, 13. You practice it too. All right. I always love to work on drawing something that might be new. Well, for your art today, we're going to make monsters with 13 eyes. But you guys have a piece of paper and googly eyes, but I thought that I would show you how I make monsters. You can make them however you want to, but I make monsters like this sometimes. Sometimes I make just kind of looks like a ghost to me. But my monster is going to have some funny eyes coming off his head. Mine is going to be a happy monster. I don't want to be too scared when I make it. I'm going to make up some more eyes. I'm going to make him some hands. Well, my monster has 2 hands on one side and 2 hands on the other side. Sometimes I wish I had 2 hands on one side and 2 hands on the other side so I could get more done in a day. Hand out more glasses of milk and plates. You could have 4 plates instead of just 2. Mine's gonna have 2 feet. But you can make your monster however you want to. I just like to draw. You're gonna need to put 13, but I put the googly eyes in your bag. You can do that with your own monster. But I thought that'd be fun to teach how to make a monster. But I want to see how you make your monster, because everyone's art is their own thing. You can draw whatever and however you want. I thought that for our story today that I would read Little Blue and Little Yellow, because this one is about touching. They hug each other and they become, do you remember this story? Let's just read it and find out. This is written by Leo Lionni. And the pictures are also by her. Little Blue and Little Yellow. This is Little Blue. Here he is at home with his papa and his mama Blue. Little Blue has many friends. But his best friend is Little Yellow, who lives right across the street. How they love to play hide and seek and ring around the rosy. In school, they sit still in neat rows, and after school, they run and jump. One day, Mama Blue went shopping. You stay home, she said to Little Blue. But Little Blue went out to look for Little Yellow. It's one thing that makes me a little bit sad about this story is that Little Blue didn't listen to his mommy. Alas, the house across the street was empty. He looked here and there and everywhere until suddenly around the corner there was Little Yellow. Happily they hugged each other. They hugged each other until they were green. Then they went to play in the park. They ran through the tunnel. They chased Little Orange. They climbed a mountain. When they were tired, they went home. But Papa and Mama Blue said, "You are not our Little Blue, you are green." And Papa and Mama Yellow said, "You are not our Little Yellow, you are green." Little Blue and Little Yellow were very sad. They cried big yellow and big blue tears. They cried and cried until they were all tears. When they finally pulled themselves together, they said, "Will they believe us now?" Mama Blue and Papa Blue were very happy to see their Little Blue. They hugged and they kissed him and they hugged Little Yellow too, but look, they became green. Now they knew what happened, and so they went across the street to bring the good news. They all hugged each other with joy, and the children played until supper time. The end. Well, it's been such a fun time visiting with you today. I hope you have a wonderful nap or whatever you're going to do this afternoon, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.